We welcome you back to Memorial Stadium here in Lincoln, Nebraska, where we are just moments away from Volleyball Day here in Nebraska as the University of Nebraska Kearney Lopers get ready to take on the Wayne State Wildcats. John Willis and Ethan McCormick with you for set number one. The starters and players were just introduced for Wayne State, and now the Lopers are being introduced, and hearing just this crowd, which isn't even close to what it's going to be later tonight. Chills, just chills.
Dude, what an atmosphere that we are getting to partake in here at Volleyball Day in Lincoln in Nebraska. Once in a lifetime experience for all of these girls, all of these fans. I cannot wait to watch some great volleyball here today.
Well, let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Wayne State Wildcats under the direction of 19th-year head coach Scott Kneifel. 12 tournament appearances. He has 16 20-win seasons. Starting at outside hitter will be the 5'11 sophomore Taylor Bunger, who averaged just about a kill per set last season. Kelsey Chada will start at outside hitter. The 6-foot senior had 400 kills last year, averaged about 3.5 kills per set. Taya Beller will start, 6'2 junior, the middle hitter. She had 450 kills last season, averaging 4%. She was the NSIC Offensive Player of the Year. Rachel Walker will start, the 5'9 setter, who had 1,234 assists last season. Janate Robles will start, the 5'10 freshman from Norfolk, Nebraska, getting the start here at Volleyball Day. Maggie Bramer will start, 6-foot junior middle hitter from Pierce, Nebraska, averaged about 3 kills per set last season. And Jordan McCormick will be the starting libero, the 5'9 senior, had 334 digs last season, averaged just about 3%. For the UNK Lopers, under head coach Rick Squires in his 24th season, 22 NCAA tournament appearances. He has a record of 729 and 102. Peyton F. will start, the 5'10 sophomore setter from North Platte, Nebraska, averaged about 11 assists per set last season. Abby Rose will start at middle back, the 6'1 sophomore from Lindsborg, Kansas, got some time in 11 sets last season. Lauren Tabenheim will start, the 6'2 redshirt junior outside hitter from Lincoln, Nebraska, at 334 digs last season, was honorable mention MIAA in 2022. Trista Marks, the 5'11 sophomore, will start at middle back from Lyman, Colorado. Only played in 4 sets last season, averaged a kill per set. Emerson Siza, the 6'1 redshirt senior, will start, averaged over 4 kills per set. First team All MIAA, played in 119 of the 124 total sets last season, and she was the AVCA second team All American. And then Jaden Ferguson will start, the 6-foot right center, the graduate player. She spent 3 years with Northwest Missouri, had 726 kills in 301 sets. She was a 2022 AVCA third team All-American. So that's a look at the starting lineups. So both teams having a good mix of returners along with some newcomers in the starting lineups tonight.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, you got Abby Rose, Trista Marks, who got playing time last year, weren't consistent starters, and then the big-time transfer from UNK, Jaden Ferguson, who comes in from Northwest Missouri State, AVCA first-team All-American. You got to love that addition for Rick Squires and this squad. It'll be interesting to see how she meshes with Emerson Siza, 2 big-time hitters, 2 big-time players for Rick Squires. But on the other side, the Wildcats, they're loaded with big-time hitters, big-time players. So it'll be interesting to see how power versus power matches up here today.
Well, both teams have met in the middle, and we are just about ready for first serve between these two. Lopers have taken the floor. Wayne State as well. The Lopers in their white uniforms with the blue lettering, the blue shorts, and for Wayne State, they are in their yellow uniforms, the black lettering, and the black shorts. This crowd filling in nicely. A lot of Husker fans excited to see some high-quality Division II volleyball. This should be an exciting match. Again, UNK ranked 16th in the AVCA preseason poll. Wayne State is ranked number 4th in the country after arguably their best season as a program last year, going 30-3. And head coach Scott Kneifel's had a lot of good seasons with Wayne State. Last year was just another one to add to his resume.
Right, these are 2 coaches with some of the most incredible resumes in all of college volleyball, and they're getting to go at it here just mere seconds from first serve.
UNK set to serve this one away to kick off this first set. Again, the playing surface that they're playing on is a little bit elevated from the floor here at Memorial Stadium. It has been temperature controlled as well, and so they can try to control the amount of perspiration as Peyton Neff set to serve this one away for UNK as we are just about ready from high atop Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Peyton Neff to serve for the Lopers to open up volleyball day, and we are underway as it is received by the Lopers. It is hit out of play by the libero McCormick, and it's a point for the Lopers. They lead at 1-0.
And Peyton Neff, one of the returners from last year, she is incredible at setting up her big-time hitters, so you'll see her a lot setting up Emerson Siza, setting up some of these outside hitters.
Neff once again to serve it away. She has it received by Wayne State as they set this one up on the middle. Kill attempt won't go down. Now the Lopers on the other side. There's Emerson Siza swings with the right arm. McCormick to receive. They set it up in the middle. Tip block at the line by UNK. Wayne State right on back on the attack. Once again tipped off the block. Emerson Siza along with Abby Rose were right there to send it back into the face of Wayne State. 2-0 UNK.
Those are two 6-footers rising above the net, and they got really good elevation climbing above the net. They're going to be the key part along the net here today.
That was Taylor Bunger on the kill attempt. McCormick once again receives. They set it up on the middle. Kill attempt won't go down. Now the Lopers on the right side. Here's Jaden Ferguson dug up. Wayne State now on the attack. Neff with the dig. Neff sets it up. Left side. There's Emerson Siza on the left side with a kill. Not much you could do there for Kelsey Chata. The big, powerful right arm of Emerson Siza.
And that's exactly what Emerson Siza did all last year. Perfect placement. She's almost got a laser, and she can put it exactly where she needs to.
So Neff will continue to be at the service line as it just gets over the net. Wayne State looking to keep it alive. Just keeping it over is Bunger, but Bunger can't get a good hold of it. It'll be another point for the Lopers. Wayne State struggling here early. It's a 4-0 UNK lead.
Quick start, like you mentioned. UNK's had their foot on the gas. They haven't given Wayne State any time to breathe. Peyton Neff still at the service line.
Yeah, Neff getting a lot of looks at this service line. Received by Wayne State. They set it up in the middle. Kill attempt blocked once again. Siza and Rose right there in the middle to send it back into the face of Wayne State, and we have a timeout. UNK an early 5-0 lead over Wayne State from volleyball day. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's more Loper volleyball from Memorial Stadium on 91.1 KLPR. John Willis and Ethan McCormick back with you from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. One kill early for Emerson Siza, also a service ace for Peyton Neff, and it's a 5-0 Loper lead. Early timeout from head coach Scott Kneifel. So now we'll see if Wayne State can settle down here a little bit.
Yeah, Wayne State, they have not been at the right place at the right time. The Lopers, they've been in the right place at the right time. They're doing exactly what they need to. They've got their foot on the gas. They aren't letting up. Peyton Neff, 5 straight serves right here, 6 at the line.
So Peyton Neff to send this one away. Again, you mentioned it. UNK led off the match with a serve, and now they'll get another one. Again, just to set the scene, large crowd forming around the center of the court, and then also the stands full as Peyton Neff to send this one away. Wayne State right there to receive. They'll set it up on the left side. Kill attempt received by the Lopers. Siza to Neff. Neff back to Siza. Siza on the left side. It's kept alive by Wayne State. They'll set it up on the left side again. Kill attempt won't go down for Robles. Neff on the right side. Ferguson has it blocked right back in her face. Right there was Shanate Robles, the freshman, getting the block.
We saw that Neff to Ferguson connection. This time, good job on that middle blocking unit for Wayne State, getting on over there, timing the jump perfectly. Now they're going to have a chance at the service line.
Both Beller and Robles were in on the block attempt. Wayne State now to send it away with the Lopers leading 5-1 early. Neff once again in the middle, sets it up for Abby Rose, who gets a kill, goes off of Kelsey Chata. And Abby Rose, the sophomore, gets a kill. She had 16 last season, as we see Jensen Rouse check into the game.
That was a quick attack. You see Peyton Neff set it up, and Abby Rose quickly rises and swats it down right in the middle of the defense. She hit it kind of right in that 2-3 slot right there in the middle of the defense. Good point right there by UNK.
So Jensen Rouse to serve, the redshirt junior. She was first team all MIAA last season. She'll get a service ace. It goes off of Jordan McCormick, the libero. She had a tough time handling it. That's the second service ace for UNK. In the first, they lead it 7-1.
And Jensen Rouse was really good last year at service aces. She was one of the best servers on the team, so we'll see if she can continue.
And this time she will send it into the net. So a service error. Wayne State's second point of the first set. Lopers lead it 7-2 in the first. We see Haven Hines check into the game, the 5'4 junior defensive setter for Wayne State. Hines to send this one away. Lopers to receive. And that one will just go over the net and out of play. It was Sally Freisen who saw it go off and awkwardly out of play. It'll be another point for Wayne State.
Just awkward rotation on that ball. I don't know if she put a little spin on that, but it ricocheted off the arm a little awkward.
Freisen is the starting libero today. Peyton Neff will once again set it up on the left side. Kill attempt will go down for Asher Regier from the left side, who comes over swinging. She averaged 2 kills per set last season. She gets her first.
We saw Asher Regier later in the season really come on. She's really rose into her spot, really rose into her position, like how she high points the ball.
Rose will send this one over. It's received by Wayne State. They will set it up on the right side. Breller taps it over, and she will get a kill. Diving attempt made by Neff. That's kind of one of those plays where she goes up looking like she's going to swing hard and then backs off a little bit.
Just a little tip drill type action from Wayne State right there. You find the weak spot in the defense and kind of tap it in there. Yeah, you anticipate an absolute slammer hammer, and then you just get a little tip drill up in there.
8-4 Lopers lead in set one. Peyton Neff will set it up in the middle. It's blocked right back in the face of the Lopers. Bramer was right there at the middle position using all that 6-foot frame, and Wayne State has cut the first set lead to 3.
We've seen Bramer make an immediate impact for Wayne State since this game started. She's came in, really impacted the middle blocking, and she's been that leading forefront along the net for the Wildcats.
So once again, Lopers to receive. Neff will set it up on the right side for Ferguson. Ferguson can't get the kill down. Wayne State keeps it alive, left side. Tipping it over is Chada. That just lands down on that near side line. Point for Wayne State. Kelsey Chada gets her first kill, and it's an 8-6 Loper lead.
Rick Squires is kind of limited with his timeouts. He doesn't use his timeouts very often. He uses them in very specific situations, so we'll see if one could be coming here.
Bella sends it away. They'll set it up on the left side. Here comes Regier again, swinging with the left hand, and a nice dig by Wayne State to keep it alive. Now on the left side, once again, there's Chada to send it. Dug up by Rouse. Neff on the left side. Regier once again will swing away. Wayne State is right there. Nice rally coming, and a quick tip on the right side from Rachel Walker, who will get a kill for Wayne State, and it's a 1-point game in the first.
UNK went on a run to start the match. Wayne State has followed that up with a nice little run on their own. I believe that is 4 straight points that the Wildcats have been able to secure in the last couple rounds.
Taya Beller to send this one away. Rouse receives. Ferguson sets it up on the left side for Regier, who taps it over, almost gets the kill down. Keeping it alive, and there's a kill for Wayne State. Maggie Bramer had it go off of a trio of Lopers, and we are tied at 8 in the first set.
I believe that is now 5 straight points for the Wildcats. They have changed the tides. They have changed the momentum to their side of the court. The ball is now in their court. Let's see if they go for a layup or shoot a half-court shot.
Taya Beller to send this one away. Lopers and Wildcats playing on the Nebraska court today. Peyton Neff will set it over with the quick tip. Wayne State keeps it alive. They will just set it over back to UNK. Neff in the middle, sets it up on the left side. Regier tries to tap it over. Dug up by Wayne State. Once again, setting up for Chada on the left side. It was blocked by Ferguson, but in the play of UNK. And so Wayne State will get a point. They now hold a 9-8 lead in the first.
Man, what a comeback. They're really starting to control the speed, the tempo, the rhythm that UNK had, and they've been able to switch it onto their side. Their serves are a lot better. They're getting miscommunication amongst the Lopers.
Seems like they've really settled in early after maybe a nervous start. Neff will set it up on the right side. Ferguson will get a kill. Perfectly places it in the back left corner. Lopers tie it at 9.
Pinpoint accuracy right there from Jaden Ferguson. Hit that back line, got it right over their heads. All the Wildcats thought that ball was out. She said, no, that ball is actually going to be in, and it was. Ferguson, again, 726 kills in her 3 years, but she will send one into the net. It's a service error for UNK, and it's a 10-9 lead for Wayne State. You got to think that the adrenaline is going to be pumping. They may have that extra shot of energy going through their system, so they may be trying to figure out their power, their speed, something that you don't normally have to worry about in games like this.
Rachel Walker sends this one over. Friesen is right there. Neff will set it up on the left side. There's Regier swinging. And Asher Regier, another kill. She ties the game at 10.
Wonder how much sun is playing a factor. You look up, like you said earlier, John, that sun is right at the high point. It's right up here. It's the hottest part of the day. You got to think that if when they look up, they could be losing that ball in the sun. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe that point right there was a contributing factor.
Lauren Tomenheim checks into the game for the first time, and she sends one a little too far out on that back line. That'll be a point for Wayne State. We saw Wayne State commit a couple of errors early, and now UNK is doing the same thing back as Wayne State leads by 1.
You live long enough to see yourself become the villain, as I think what Heath Ledger said in The Dark Knight one time, and I think that is a perfect quote to use for this instance.
Chada to send this one away. Received by Friesen. Neff will set it up on the left side. Emerson Siza with that powerful right arm is going to get a kill. Bounces off of Chada and out of play. And the Lopers once again tie the match at 11.
This is now a back-and-forth game. Wayne State scores, UNK scores. One team's going to got to mess up if one team wants to surge ahead. This might be a game of rallies.
Friesen, the libero, will serve. Transfer for the Lopers, one of the transfers for this UNK team. Wayne State able to keep it alive, trying to tip it over. They're able to with Bremen. Neff to set it up for Siza on the left side, and Siza had it blocked right back in her face. Once again, Maggie Bramer was right there. Wayne State leads 12-11.
The Bramer baller right there for the Wildcats. She gets higher than anybody else. She uses that 6-foot frame, but that vertical adds a lot more height to her game.
Jordan McCormick, I don't think any relation to Ethan McCormick to
no,
send
sir.
this one away. Received by the Lopers. Set it up for Siza on the left side. Siza an awkward kill attempt. Just tips it back over. Now on the left side, they set it up, and it'll just be blocked over the net by Peyton Neff. Chada couldn't handle it, and it's a point for UNK.
Another back-and-forth point. No team has been able to get the momentum since Wayne State went on a nice little five-point run right there. That ball looked like it was a little short, and she kind of shorted it into the net.
So it's a 12-12 score in our first set. Neff to send this one away. Received by Chada. They'll set it up in the middle, and a powerful kill for Taya Beller. The NSIC Offensive Player of the Year last season. Shows why with that powerful right arm.
Beautiful kill right there. She kind of was off balance, kind of hit it behind her a little bit. That is a beautiful kill right there. Off balance. The Lopers don't know where to be. That's pinpoint accuracy and a beautiful kill.
Jordy Neckel, the former UNK Loper, set to serve this one away. Transfer from UNK. She sets it over. Friesen's right there. Neff sets it up on the left side for Siza. And we had a net interference. It'll be a point for UNK. So we're tied at 13.
What one can do, the other can do better. This may be a very long set if it continues like this. It's 13-13 right now, but it could go back and forth, and this could be a lengthy first set.
Jensen Rouse to send this one away for UNK. Lopers and Wildcats tied at 12. McCormick receives. They'll set it up on the right side. Kill attempt won't go down for Breller. Lopers keep it alive. There's Jensen Rouse. Lopers just have to send it back over. They will once again set it up, and a powerful kill once again. Taya Beller showing off that powerful right arm.
There's no shot you can get to that on the back line unless you get that ball hit exactly to where you're at. So much power, so much speed, so much intensity. I feel like I'm reading Hunger Games over again for the first time.
Taya Beller, you mentioned she's going to be an impressive player to watch for. Hines sends this one over. Neff will set it up in the middle. Abby Rose just tips it over. Kept alive by Wayne State. They'll set it up on the right side. Quick tip from Wayne State. Friesen receives on the left side. Kill attempt by Regier is blocked. Right back to her. Taya Beller was in on that one. A point for the Wildcats. They lead at 15-13 in the first. Beller, that 6'2 frame. As Avon Hines once again to send this away. Hines sends it. It's too far out on that back line. Point for UNK. And they cut the lead to 1.
Little too much power. She's been putting a lot of juice, a lot of habanero sauce on her French fries right there, but she needed to take a little bit off right there and kind of let loose, let back a little bit.
4 total service errors between the teams thus far, 3 coming from the Lopers, and I should never talk again as Abby Rose sends one into the net. Commentators jinx, there's another service error.
That is a real thing, folks. Commentators, announcers jinx is a real thing.
Checking out is Jordan McCormick. Maggie Bramer back into the game as Taya Beller will be at the service line for Wayne State. Beller to serve from the right side. Wayne State up 16-14 in the first set. Ferguson keeps it alive. Friesen will just have to bump set this one over. Right there is Wayne State. They will set up their offense on the left side. Kill attempt will go down for Chada. Now on the right side, here's Ferguson. Ferguson can't get the kill to go down. It's dug up by Wayne State. Once again, Chada swings with the right arm from the left side. Regier now on the left side going for the kill. Dug up by Hines. They will once again set it up in the middle. Bramer, that's dug up by Rouse. Neff on the right side. Ferguson. Ferguson can't get the kill. Once again, it's stopped by Hines. Wayne State bumps this one over. Long rally here. Neff sets it up on the right side. There's Ferguson. Ferguson won't get the kill as Wayne State keeps it alive. Once again, they'll set it up in the middle. It's blocked by Wayne State at the line. Neff on the right side. Ferguson. Ferguson has it tipped up in the air. Wayne State's right there. Set it up in the middle. Bramer quick tips it down and in for a kill. Maggie Bramer wins the long rally for Wayne State, and it's a 3-point lead for the Wildcats.
You could tell fatigue was starting to set in. They were getting hot, a lot going on. You could see girls wiping sweat off their face during the middle of that rally. Got to conserve energy out there.
We'll get a timeout from UNK. Wayne State leads at 17-14 in the first set. We're back for more after this on 91.1 KLPR. Well, Wayne State now in the lead. They lead at 17-14 in the first set. 3 kills from Taya Beller, the NSIC Offensive Player of the Year. 3 from Emerson Siza. 5 blocks combined between the teams. 4 service errors from the Lopers as well as really helped out the Wayne State cause.
Yeah, Wayne State went on a little bit of run. It was 8-3 Lopers, and then Wayne State came back. Since then, Wayne State's really controlled the tempo. It's been Brahmer on the line. She's been really kind of controlling the tempo. She's been restricting the big hitters, Siza, Ferguson. And Wayne State's defense has been exactly where they need to be. They're really limiting those big hitters for the Lopers.
You mentioned it. Maggie Bramer has 2 of the 3 blocks for Wayne State as they are set to serve this one away. Taya Beller back at the service line. Wayne State up by 3 in this first set. Again, this is the set where we'll see the normal starters for both teams. Peyton Neff sets it up on the left side for Regier. It's tipped at the line. They keep it alive. They'll set it up in the middle. Kill attempt will go down. Maggie Bramer making all the plays for Wayne State. It's now a 4-point lead for the Wildcats.
Speaking of the Devil, she comes in right after we got done talking about her and comes in and does exactly what she should do, and that is control the line. She's been doing it all game. Hits it right in the weak spot of the Lopers defense. That's
her 3rd kill of the first set. Beller once again to send this one away for Wayne State. UNK receives with Friesen. Neff will set it up on the left side. Regier swings on the left side, but it's blocked. And they'll say that is in play. Point for Wayne State. And it's a 19-14 lead for the Wildcats in set 1.
Wayne State's really settled in. They've really controlled their time out there on the floor. And you can see the Lopers starting to get a little tired. Frustration, the heat, the sun, the wind could be starting to get to them in a little bit. They got to just settle down, play their game.
You can hear the wind picking up a little bit up here. Obviously different than what it is on the court. Beller sends it over. Rouse receives. Neff will set it up for Ferguson on the right side. Ferguson's going to get a kill. Goes off the diving attempt of Neckel, and it's a point for the Lopers. They needed that one.
That's a Loper hitting to a former Loper. You mentioned Jordy Neckel, who transferred to Wayne State in the offseason, was unable to come up and dig that ball.
She averaged about a dig and a half with the Lopers. Ferguson to send this one away for UNK. McCormick receives. Set it up on the left side. Shada is going to get a kill. It goes off the block attempt of both Peyton Neff and Trista Marks, and down for a Wayne State kill.
Just looked like UNK was a little slow reading that ball off the block. Looked like they didn't quite read that. It came off the block of Peyton Neff, but it didn't look like anyone was able to really read that in the air in time and get on over there.
So 20-15, Wayne State leads in the first set. Rachel Walker to send this one away for the Wildcats. Walker sends it over. Right there, the Lopers. Neff sets it up on the right side, coming over his marks, but it's blocked right back in her face. Kelsey Chada and Maggie Bramer once again right there. 6-point lead in the first set for Wayne State.
Wayne State's really starting to run away with this one.
We'll get a timeout from UNK. The Lopers looking to rally against the preseason 4th-ranked team in the country. More first set action right after this from Memorial Stadium on 91.1 KLPR. John Willis and Ethan McCormick back with you from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for Volleyball Day. As the Lopers and the Wildcats doing battle here, Wayne State has been the better team as of late. They lead this 21-15. Lopers struggling with their hitting. 0.62 hitting percentage in this first set.
Not ideal. That is not what you wanted if you're UNK. Wayne State, once they settled in, they've kind of proven why they're a top 5 team in the country. They've really controlled this game. Their hitting is so powerful. Their kills look like a speed of sound. It comes flying in there like a lightning bolt.
They'll send this one over. Lopers to receive in this first set. Nets sends it up, trying to get marks, but then it was blocked right back. Once again, it was Chada and Bramer. We've heard their names a lot.
Yeah, those two names are starting to become very repetitive. And honestly, don't mind watching great volleyball. Those two girls have been dominating UNK along the net. That's
going to be a tough middle line for any team this year. We talked in the break. This could be a team that's competing for the national championship there. There's a kill attempt on the left side. Doesn't go down for UNK. Bramer has it, but it's dug up by Mock. Now on the right side, Marks tried to tip it over. Is blocked right back. Lopers keep it alive. Taubenheim tips it over. Bounces off a couple of Wildcats. They keep it alive. It was punched over. Neff sets it up once again. Kill attempt blocked at the line by Bramer. Now set up on the left side. Chada swings. It's received by Taubenheim. They'll set it up back for Taubenheim. Taubenheim. We'll see a point for the Lopers as Wayne State went into the net. 22-16, Wayne State in the first.
Really got that one in on that back line. My lordy lord. That was a great pinpoint accuracy along that back line.
Lauren Taubenheim set to serve this one away for UNK. Taubenheim sends it over. Right there is Wayne State. They will set it up for Bramer. It's blocked right back in her face. Wayne State on their side. Hines sets it up for Chada on the left side. Blocked right back to her. Right there was Peyton Neff and Trista Marks on the double block. Point for UNK.
Loper's got a little momentum now cooking on their side. It's like cooking pork chop on a frying pan. It takes a little while to heat up, and then you get going back, and you could be cooking with fire.
22-17, Wayne State leads it. Taubenheim just gets it over. They'll set it up for Bramer, who softly tips it in past the block and diving attempt of Taubenheim for another point for the Wildcats. They're 2 points away from taking the first.
Just beautiful touch. It's able to control it off the hand, guiding it to where she needs to go while keeping it in bounds. That's beautiful control. That's a talent. That's not something that you can really coach. That's just something that comes with playing volleyball for so long.
Chada to send this one away. Wayne State up 23-17 in the first. Peyton Neff sets it up on the left side. There's Siza. Siza has her kill attempt dug up, and it's right back on the side of UNK. Beautiful play by Chada to keep it alive, and it's now set point for the Wildcats.
Yeah, the Wildcats are 1 point away from winning a very crucial first set against the Lopers.
Again, 3-set match here today. They'll play 3 no matter what. Chada to send this one away. Friesen receives. Taubenheim keeps it alive. Siza will just bump this one over. McCormick receives for Wayne State. They'll set it up on the left side. There's Chada. Chada will get a kill down in the left corner, and that'll do it for set number 1. Wayne State takes the first set in Volleyball Day in Nebraska. They win it 25-17, and they look like a really good team, Ethan.
Yeah, they look like you said, a national championship team, a team that we will be seeing play in the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. Lopers played well, but Wayne State played a lot better.
Well, that'll do it for the first set. We'll switch things around. Trayton Harmon will take over, along with our own Alex Hammocky for the second set. Been a pleasure bringing you this first set as Wayne State wins set 1, 25-17. Set 2 action coming up after this on 91.1 KLPR.